Oklahoma Motorcycle Permit Practice Test 4.
Question 1. When you ride a motorcycle on slippery pavement, you should: to avoid a skid,
Shift to a higher gear. Reduce your speed. Lean your motorcycle to any direction. Accelerate.
Answer.
Reduce your speed.
Question 2. How can you stabilize the motorcycle in slow, tight turns?
Lean forward as much as possible. Lean with the motorcycle. Accelerate or maintain speed. Remain straight while leaning the motorcycle.
Answer.
Remain straight while leaning the motorcycle.
Question 3. The best way to swerve is to:
press the hand grip in the direction you want to turn while avoiding braking. Brake while you are swerving. Pull in the clutch and apply the rear brake. Press the hand grip in the opposite direction you want to turn.
Answer.
Press the hand grip in the direction you want to turn while avoiding braking.
Question 4. When crossing rail tracks, you should cross at a 90-degree angle,
at all times, unless that path will take into an oncoming traffic lane. In residential and rural areas, only when signs tell you to.
Answer.
Unless that path will take into an oncoming traffic lane.
Question 5. When approaching a turn, when should you reduce your speed?
All these answers are correct. Before the turn. After the turn. During the turn.
Answer.
Before the turn.
Question 6. If you need to brake and swerve to avoid hitting an obstacle, you
must brake before or after swerving. Must brake while swerving. Should brake after swerving. Should brake before swerving.
Answer.
Must brake before or after swerving.
Question 7. The best way to cross unavoidable obstacles on the road is to
cross them at a 45-degree angle. Put your feet down for support. Walk your motorcycle across them. Cross them at a 90-degree angle.
Answer.
Cross them at a 90-degree angle.
Question 8. Motorcycle passengers should
lean the opposite direction of the motorcycle. Get on before you start engine. Put feet down when stopped. Sit as far forward as possible.
Answer.
Sit as far forward as possible.
Question 9. The rear brake on a motorcycle is operated by
a foot pedal, the right hand lever, the left hand lever, a button on the hand grip.
Answer.
A foot pedal.
Question 10. When approaching an intersection where a vehicle may cross your path,
come to a complete stop even if you have the right of way. Always yield to vehicles approaching the intersection. Beep your horn to warn other drivers. Cover the clutch and brake to reduce your reaction time.
Answer.
Cover the clutch and brake to reduce your reaction time.
Question 11. Why are curves a common place for motorcycle crashes?
It is difficult to steer a motorcycle. Motorcycles can't stay in one lane position while moving through a turn. Leaning in curves causes motorcycles to tip over. Motorcycles tend to run wide in a curve if not careful.
Answer.
Motorcycles tend to run wide in a curve if not careful.
Question 12. You should use both front and rear brakes to stop.
You should never use both front and rear brakes at the same time. On hills and curves. At all times. In emergencies only.
Answer.
At all times.
Question 13. When carrying a passenger, they should steady themselves by
wearing a seatbelt, holding passenger handles, gripping the backrest, holding onto the driver.
Answer.
Holding onto the driver.
Question 14. Which of the following is the best way to secure cargo?
Elastic cords, nylon rope, metal chain, cable ties.
Answer.
Elastic cords.
Question 15. To stop as quick as possible, you should
use the rear brake only. Use both brakes at the same time. Use the front brake only. Use either brake while swerving the motorcycle.
Answer.
Use both brakes at the same time.
Question 16. A front wheel skid can result from
only using the rear brake, turning too quickly, the rear wheel locking, the front wheel locking.
Answer.
The front wheel locking.
Question 17. Slippery surfaces can be even more dangerous if you are
riding in the right lane position, only using one brake, using both brakes, riding in the left lane position.
Answer.
Only using one brake.
Question 18. What type of group formation should be used when riding through curves?
V-shaped formation, staggered formation, in pairs, single file.
Answer.
Single file.
Question 19. Which brake is more important?
The rear, because it prevents skidding. The front, because it provides 75% of the braking power. The front, because it prevents skidding. The rear, because it provides 75% of the braking power.
Answer.
The front, because it provides 75% of the braking power.
Question 20. In locations where there is oil and grease buildup, the best lane position is
In the blind spot. Not important. The center portion. The left or right part of the lane.
Answer.
The left or right part of the lane.
Question 21. When preparing to enter the roadway from the roadside, how should you position your motorcycle?
At an angle. With the rear tire off the road. Perpendicular to the roadside. Parallel to the roadside.
Answer.
At an angle.
Question 22. Accelerating in a curve.
Should not be done. Should be done only in small curves. Is for experienced riders only. Helps stabilize the motorcycle.
Answer.
Helps stabilize the motorcycle.
Question 23. The rear brake provides of the motorcycle's stopping power.
Half. 1/4. 3/4. All.
Answer.
1/4.
Question 24. The center lane position is best for
Pulling up to blind intersections. Being seen by the driver ahead of you. Preparing to pass the car ahead of you. Preparing to pull off the side of the road.
Answer.
Being seen by the driver ahead of you.
Question 25. You should cover the clutch and brake whenever you want to.
Change to another lane. Alert others of your actions. Reduce your reaction time. Slow down.
Answer.
Reduce your reaction time.
Question 26. Before every lane change, you should
Look over your shoulder. Check your mirrors. Check your blind spots. All of the above.
Answer.
All of the above.
Question 27. Which lane position should you ride in when passing parked cars?
The center. The right or center. The left. The right.
Answer.
The left.
Question 28. When driving behind a car, which lane position will keep you most visible to the driver?
Any lane position. The center. The right. The left.
Answer.
The center.
Question 29. Maximum straight line braking is achieved by
Use the front brake only. Apply both brakes until the wheels lock. Applying both brakes without locking wheels. Pull in the clutch.
Answer.
Applying both brakes without locking wheels.
Question 30. Alcohol affects your ability to ride motorcycles. Your ability to drive a car.
The same as. More than. Alcohol does not affect your ability to ride. Less than.
Answer.
the same as.
Question 31. What is one cause of skidding while turning?
Applying too much brake. Pulling in the clutch too quickly. Using the wrong brake. Using the wrong gear.
Answer.
Applying too much brake.
Question 32. When you head check before changing lanes, you're checking
the traction of the road surface, the lane beside you in the far lane, the size of vehicles that are close to you, areas of vision blocked by your helmet.
Answer.
The lane beside you in the far lane.
Question 33. Signal lights on a motorcycle should be used
only if you may not be seen by other vehicles. In cities, but not rural areas. Every time you plan to turn or change lanes. As long as other cars are around.
Answer.
Every time you plan to turn or change lanes.
Question 34. When should you check your motorcycle tires?
Monthly. Before every time you ride. Once a week. At the beginning of the season.
Answer.
Before every time you ride.
Question 35. Riding close to the edge of the road is dangerous for motorcycles because
it is prohibited to ride there. Dirt collects there and provides little traction. You may hit pedestrians. The pavement is poor quality.
Answer.
Dirt collects there and provides little traction.
Question 36. When parked beside a curb, your motorcycle should be positioned
with the back wheel on the curb, parallel to the curb, at an angle with the back wheel to the curb, with the front wheel on the curb.
Answer.
At an angle with the back wheel to the curb.
Question 37. When preparing to pass another vehicle, you should begin your pass from lane position.
The left. The middle. Any. The center.
Answer.
The left.
Question 38. For most effective steering while riding a motorcycle, your hands should be positioned
at or below elbow height, with elbows locked, above your elbows, below your elbows.
Answer.
At or below elbow height.
Question 39. You must use the high beam lights of your motorcycle when you are a vehicle at night.
Not following or meeting. All these answers are correct. Meeting. Following.
Answer.
Not following or meeting.
Question 40. You can initiate a swerve by
applying the rear brake, pressing the hand grip of the opposite direction you want to swerve, downshifting gears, pressing the hand grip of the direction you want to swerve.
Answer.
pressing the hand grip of the direction you want to swerve.
Question 41. Only drinking 1 drink per hour.
Prevents drunkenness if drinking beer. Is the legal limit for males. Ensures you will not be over the legal limit. Does not guarantee you will not be affected by the alcohol.
Answer.
Does not guarantee you will not be affected by the alcohol.
Question 42. Can cause your motorcycle to wobble.
Improper loading of cargo. Riding a motorcycle that is too big. Carrying a passenger. Improper braking technique.
Answer.
Improper loading of cargo.
Question 43. Passengers should keep their feet on the footrests.
At all times. While the motorcycle is moving. Unless footrests are not present. Unless riding over a slippery surface.
Answer.
At all times.
Question 44. When riding in a group, motorcycles should ride.
In single file. In the staggered formation. In pairs. In the alternate formation.
Answer.
In the staggered formation.
Question 45. For the most stable riding, your knees and feet should be positioned
away from the gas tank and pointing down. Away from the gas tank and on the foot pegs. Against the gas tank and firmly on the foot pegs. Against the gas tank and pointing down.
Answer.
Against the gas tank and firmly on the foot pegs.
Question 46. To help balance yourself during motorcycle turns, you should
turn your torso in the direction of the turn. Keep your knees against the gas tank. Take your feet off the foot pegs for balance. Lean the opposite direction of the motorcycles.
Answer.
Keep your knees against the gas tank.
Question 47. When being passed by another vehicle, you must be alert for
extended side mirrors. Blasts of wind. Things being thrown from vehicles. All these answers are correct.
Answer.
All these answers are correct.
Question 48. If your motorcycle is equipped with a windshield,
you must not wear goggles or face protection. You may wear glasses instead of a face shield. You must still wear goggles or face protection. A helmet is not required.
Answer.
You must still wear goggles or face protection.
Question 49. On a slippery surface, what is the most effective braking method?
Front brake only. Alternate applying front and rear brake. Both front and rear brakes. Rear brake only.
Answer.
Both front and rear brakes.
Question 50. Why is maintaining a space cushion important?
It gives you time to react. It gives you time to correct your mistakes. All these answers are correct. It gives you space to maneuver.
Answer.
All these answers are correct. Thank you for watching the video and wish you will get your driver license soon.